All right. Good morning, everyone. It is our We Huddle Monday mornings. Appreciate you guys getting on time. This is the on time crew. I like it. Carlos Coloma likes it. He's a pilot. He likes everything on time, right? Likes to fly on time, no delays.
That's right.
Are you on call today, Carlos?
So I'm on call today, but my last day on call, and I don't think they're gonna call me because I'm. They give me like a 4-hour window on my last day, and that started at 7 in the morning. So if by 11 they haven't called me, I'm done for the day.
Okay, perfect. All right. Got everyone coming in. So, well, I'm gonna start with. Let's start with Rick. You look busy, so I'm gonna call you out.
Okay, good morning, everyone.
Good morning,
As
Rick.
you can see, okay, this is live stream test number 2. So I've got I've got my motorized table here. So now it's set at Rick height. So that's a thing. And then I've got one camera set up and we're testing the Wi-Fi. So, and then the video switcher hasn't arrived yet, or else I'd have Daniel over here as well. So everything is moving right along. How do I look? Is it like nice mood lighting? Everything nice and clear? And
Well,
I'm using the
I think you're using the blurred background, so the
yes,
light.
I am.
Okay.
Yes, because
Okay.
it's all junky over here. So it's like I'm moving in. Yes. So yeah, blurred the background, and then I have like the mood lighting with the little column here, but like one ring light. And then I'm using the computer audio because I haven't set up the mics yet. But everything is on its way. Everything is here from the old studio. I went by this morning and got the old modem and router. So I'm going to take that to the UPS store. So I'm just pleased as punch.
That's good.
And hopefully, and hopefully next week we'll all be here live. Woo!
All right, that's good. So how we start this our huddle is just kind of sharing, how your weekend went, any wins, and just kind of, we have some new people here today. So if you're new, please, kind of give us your 30 seconds, who you are, and your excitement. So Brandon.
Hi, everybody. My name is Brandon Scribner. I've been with EXP for about 2 years now, and I appreciate Daniel bringing me in because there's not a lot of folks that like to collaborate sometimes if you're on under different downlines. Been in real estate for about 2.5 years now, came from medical sales. Definitely glad I made the jump over here. As most people probably in the corporate world hate their boss, mine's kind of an understatement, and I just had a daughter at that time, so I kind of just pivoted, wanted to do something for myself, took the entrepreneur route, got in real estate, and I'm not leaving. So nice to meet everybody.
Thank you, Brandon. And I wanted to connect you and Rick because of the video content, things like that. I think you guys can collaborate and, go from there. So
For sure. Thank you.
thank you. All right, Ernesto, besides the hail, what's going on? I know you're driving.
Yeah, besides the hell during the weekend. So well, Gabby took care of some clients in Austin, Texas this weekend, and it was a pretty successful trip. She also made really good connection with builders down there. They offered like really good incentive, and she got a couple more clients moving from Florida to Austin. So they might be interested also in buying that area. Yeah, I mean, we have an open house yesterday for our flip too. It was really good. A lot of people interested on it. We haven't get an offer yet, but hopefully today it's gonna be the day that we get the offer.
That's good. Well, if you're going to Austin a lot, just make sure you build a team in Austin so you have boots on the ground, right? Because we can't do everything ourselves all the time, and driving, 3 hours and, with your family and stuff like that. So make sure you build up your team in that market. If that's a strong market that you guys want to go into, start, finding good partners in those markets. So
Absolutely.
all right, thank you. All right. We got Phil and Lindar.
Good morning.
Morning.
Morning. Share some wins.
All right. Well, my name is Phil Abear. This is Lindar. We are on the north side of Fort Worth out in Justin. Brand new to the team. We got to meet a few of you guys at the Texas Dash and the Dallas location. So I got to see the Colomas, got to see Josh, and a lot of the rest of the team. So great team that y'all have, great community. We love how y'all conduct business, and we're excited to be here. We are so a couple wins for us are, well, our background is we're in financial services. We've built an insurance team, a financial advisor team, and we're looking to build here as well. So showed the business opportunity to 4 people over the weekend. One person actually enrolled in study class out in Georgia. One guy's coming on board in Austin. Another guy's coming on board from McAllen, Texas. And then we have a guy local here in Dallas, and his wife is already licensed, so she'll be joining us. So that's a win. And Linda, a win also.
Yeah, I just got onboarded and got that finalized, and just super excited to get plugged in and fly with you guys.
That's right. Let's keep on going. Well, I liked how you mentioned about, the teamwork and, and things like that. Really, we can't, there's only so much we can do by ourselves, right? So as a team together, we can go much further, right? And we could fly much further, right? So having one engine versus 2 engines, right, Carlos? And then maybe have a jet next time, right? So hopefully we keep that team concept. I look at Brandon. Brandon's a talented young man, right, with a family, and he reached out to me just wanting to learn more commercial. So I met with him in the morning. He came early in the morning for coffee, and there's a lot of, we're all shareholders in the company. So when you understand that we're all shareholders, we all own part of it. We belong to each other. If you look at it's like, oh, I'm only wanting to take care of my own organization and not take care of the company, then that's a wrong mindset, right? There's a lot of talent in the company, and people want to belong to something. And I hope that our We Partners continues to grow that way, and we continue to bring on other people, other talent into the company, into our organization together. So how do you manage that? That's another story. But at the same time, we look at people as people, not as a number. So if you look at people as people and people join people, that's how we're going to continue to grow. So thank you for sharing, Phil and Lindar. All right, Josh.
All right. Good morning, everybody. I had an open house for my condo Saturday, but let me see. There was only one that showed up, but she seemed interested. So we'll see whether she submits an offer. And I'm still trying to sell the golf course in Oregon for those that have interest in buying a golf course in 1,400 acres. So reach out to me if you have a golf fan or know any of the professional golfers who can write a check.
All right, good.
Thank you.
So Josh, in Workplace, there's an Oregon group. You can probably join a group over there, not the state group, but just a random Oregon group in Workplace, and see if there's any leads that way. So also for your open houses, make sure you post that in the Dallas Fort Worth group that there is open house condo listing. So just get more exposure, right?
Good. Great suggestions. Thank you.
No problem. All right, Carlos.
Good morning, everyone. Well, I've been busy the last couple of weeks between Texas Dash and then flying right after that. So I haven't been as active as I would have wanted to be. And that hasn't stopped me from analyzing deals. As many of you know, I'm leaving Brenda to do the brokerage part, and I'm doing the consulting. We have a client through, well, Brenda doesn't know this yet because it hasn't reached her yet because I'm still in the analyzing process. But there's a client that I'm getting through one of Ultima's agents, through Raul Arriaga, who I'm trying to bring with us in our team. And he's got a client looking at buying a triple net building in South Lake. So I'm analyzing deals, putting pro formas together, doing investment analysis, at different building types. If you guys know of any deals that may be coming out, it's a triple net building in South Lake between 2.5 and 5 million. Let me know. Right now, I'm looking at about 6 different options and analyzing them. They're looking at an office market, which is kind of weird. It's actually probably one of the worst ones as far as investments. That's why I've switched them over. As let's look at retail possibly. Cap rates are going up. They're looking at going up another half cap rate or what's 50 points in the next 6 months to a year. So there's some room for negotiations where we can come in and say, hey, we know the cap rates are going up. Why don't you give us the deal now instead of waiting another 6 to 9 months to negotiate this at the newer cap rates, you know. So there's some room for negotiations. The numbers just need to make sense. That's about it.
All right. Thank you, Carlos. Appreciate it. All right. Aless from Houston.
Good morning.
Share some wins. Share some wins.
Yes. Good morning. I have my closing is supposed to be today, but because of lender request, it's moved to tomorrow. So I'm excited for that. That's going to be my first ever. And yesterday we did a walkthrough with the buyer, the property. I took some pictures of the sold, and like this. So it was fun. And on the personal note, I've always thought when I drive around the city, you know, people in the middle of the streets trying to ask for money. And there was a guy that was very honest, and they said, I just want some weed. So we didn't give money, of course, because I don't usually give money, but I make some care packages like this. And this is what I give them instead of money, because hunger is real. And so I just thought of that would be my way of helping them out, but not money because of their vices. I cannot support vices. But anyway, it's been a good week last week, and looking forward to another one that's going to be exciting this week. Thanks, and welcome to the new ones. This is a good company to be with. Yeah, with Daniel and the team. So welcome.
Thank you, Aless.
Hey,
So yeah,
Daniel, I forgot to mention something. Can I say something?
Yes. Yeah, go ahead, Carlos.
Sorry, I've been waking up way too early the last couple of days, and I'm just starting to think now. So Brenda went to an event this past weekend with Gracinda, who's over here. It was a gala organized by the Irving Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. And we were nominated to be Entrepreneurs of the Year by the Irving Hispanic Chamber. And we didn't win it. I wasn't even expecting to be nominated, but we got a shout out by the Irving mayor on social media. And that's what I shared that on Facebook, our nominee, that we were nominees for the year. And well, that was pretty cool. And Racinda will probably speak here and tell you all about how that gala went. I hear it went really well. She went to my place because I was out of town, but I hear they had a good time.
That's good. Yeah, I mean, being part of the chamber, being part of your community is important, right? We're in this business to grow, connect with people, help people, whether it's their residential home in investments or commercial where they're looking for a space to open a business, things like that. So make sure you connect with your local chamber. It's important. So, all right. We have Rain. Rain is a broker down. She has her brokerage down in Houston. She's coming with us to EXPCon. Rain, are you able to share some wins? You might be driving. Now we can come back to you, Rain. We'll go to Allie. Allie. There you go.
Hi everyone. Good morning.
Hi, Allie. Yes, share some wins.
Yeah, so I guess my small wins for the week is that I'm getting more traction from clients. There's still people out there looking for investments, especially towards the end of the year, to reduce some of their taxes. So yeah, I'm just staying engaged with those clients, and preparing for next year.
It's good. And then you close on your triple net snap and go. Is it snap and go or
No,
salad and
salad
go?
and go. Salad and
Yes.
go. Yeah.
You still haven't seen the property yet, right?
Yeah, I still haven't eaten there yet. It's on Westheimer Road in Katy, which is a really great area.
Yeah.
Closed really quickly. So there's yeah, they were doing a
Okay.
1031 exchange. So that was my first one and it went well, really smoothly, thanks to having a good team, from lenders to attorneys. So yeah.
Good. That's good. Thank you. All right, Ella. Ella's our executive assistant down in Philippines. Share some wins. Hope everything has been smooth in Philippines. Ella, you are able to share?
Hi, happy Monday, everyone, and welcome to the new partners here. Well, I started biking again last week, and it's been great because I got to work out again. And we're just grateful because the volcanic smog here has cleared already. Yeah, so yeah, that's it.
Okay. That's good. That's good. I know there's a lot of natural stuff. There's typhoons, you got the volcano, ashes, things like that. Yeah.
Yes.
So well, I'm glad everything's good. I appreciate it. Ella gets on a call with Marissa. Marissa's one of our upline leaders. So with Tom's wife, and they have their executive assistant call. And Ella's been hopping on those calls on Monday, and glad that she's able to connect with other peers and colleagues so they can learn from each other and help each other out. So we can support our group. So if you are new, Ella's going to be reaching out, asking for a bio, creating a little flyer, and Ella, make sure you send a sample of what we're creating so they can get an idea of what is needed. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we got Charles Swanberg out in California, one of our industrial specialists. Charles, able to share some wins.
Yeah, give me 1 second here. Lots of wins, but the biggest win is probably, just being here and able to join you guys all the time. Always early here, always get here on like 7:02, but amazing group. I don't know if you're going to go to Chicago, Daniel. I'll be there in a few weeks. Hope to connect with a bunch of ARIA folks. And I was able to meet Debbie Tran a few last week.
Yep.
And hope to be connecting with her and helping out her team.
Yeah,
But hey, you guys need anything in Southern California or California in general as far as commercial real estate, I can help you out.
Yep. So Charles has an impressive resume on the commercial side. He's one of our affiliate partners as well. And, he teaches the industrial class on the EXP World. So make sure you check that out on the calendar and hop in whenever you can. And, always give him a call and send him a deal, right?
Hey, deals may be coming you, but just remember in referrals in general, everybody, people like to give referrals to people that give out referrals. So if you have any kind of opportunity, doesn't matter how small or insignificant, put it out on the work chat or, put it out on social media that you've got something. And even if you're not directly giving it to them, they'll see, hey, that guy gives out referrals, so I'm going to give him one. So it's a good tip that I got from somebody. I can't remember.
Cool. Thank you. And I like your setup. He's the podcast video, it's a lot of stuff that, that he does. I kind of R&D, rip off and duplicate. So he's been doing it for a while. Thank you. Thank you, Charles. All right. We have Lucinda. Are you able to speak?
Hi, hello, hi. So I wasn't not prepared for speaking
Okay.
today.
Just share your wins. It's okay.
Well, actually, my win Actually, I'm doing the networking right now because I am a sponsor a multifamily deal. So yes, the networking just to see if I can find any investors, passive investors. That's what I'm looking for and focus.
So how much
And
is left?
also
How much is left for your multifamily, your capital raise right now? What are you looking for?
100,000. Yes.
Okay, so
So,
just
and the minimum investment is 50. So I'm looking for two investors as
okay.
soon as possible. But it's okay.
So if you guys are interested in what Crescenda's doing, she's under contract on a multifamily deal here in the North Texas area. And you can contact her directly if you need her information. I can post it in our Wheat Partners group. But she's left. There's only 100,000 left right now, and you're supposed to close the end of the month. So
Yeah,
50,000 per deal per person.
correct.
So if
But yes,
you're
for
interested,
LP investors, yes, that kind of stuff. And also, yeah, I enjoy the gala night this weekend.
yes,
Brenda. So Carlos, I took your spot.
yes,
Yes, thank you for inviting me to here. Yeah, I love
no,
your group. Really
yes,
good.
thank you.
Thank you. Have a
So
good one.
thank you. So Crescenda speaks Portuguese, Spanish, maybe other languages I don't know, but she originally from Portugal to Venezuela to to Miami to Dallas. Very great story to hear from her, and she's also going to EXPCon, so they're excited. Brenda's even more excited, so she
Yes,
found a good
that's correct.
partner to travel with, to enjoy life with. Besides with Carlos, right? You always have to have your friends to join. So that's good.
Thank you. Thank
Keep
you
each
so
other
much.
accountable. That's right. All right, we got Calvin
I'm
Wong.
happy. I'm happy that there's somebody there to watch over Brenda while I'm not there, and I'm very jealous that you guys are going to Vegas and I can't go.
Well, it's a choice. You can go.
Somebody
Just
has
kidding.
to take care of the kids, and I
I
have to fly.
know. Thank you, Carlos. Do it for the team. All right, Calvin Wong, what's going on?
Carlos, next time drop it off at Daniel's house, then you can go. It's a choice.
Or if I can borrow Colin to stay over and babysit.
That's right, that too. Good morning, everyone. So we're talking about winning.
Yeah.
I think winning for me today is to look at everyone's beautiful smile. Everyone's just worries and everyone's just smiling on the camera. It's like, seems like a good start of the week. So that's a win for me. Seeing everyone hopping on the call, smiling, sharing their wins, kind of echoing with Ali. That's what we're starting to see is as we get closer to year end, a lot of businesses or owners, they need something to write off their income. So they are especially actively wanting to invest in assets that can depreciate. So maybe you guys know that we still have the bonus depreciation that you can write off. Used to be you can write off 100%. I think this year it's 85%. So a lot of businesses or business owners that they are looking for assets so that they can offset their income so that they can pay less tax. So I got a guy through another contact referral. He has a huge capital gain that he needs to offset. So he's looking for huge projects to acquire so he can reduce his tax burden. So, as you are having conversations, so whether it's your friends or whatnot, if you know they're having a great year in their business, they have a lot of income, have a conversation with them and see how they are doing their tax planning, and then show them projects that they can offset and whatnot. Because really, real estate is a really good tool for their tax planning. And then, with Christina is doing syndication, 50,000, 100,000. Usually you'll get a K1 at the end of the year that you can use that. So typically the syndication, they try to do cost segregation. The cost segregation means they can speed up the depreciation. So instead your typical, 20 plus year depreciation. So for example, your carpet, your cabinets and all that, it doesn't last like 20 plus years on your carpet and whatnot. So they can do cost segregation to speed up the depreciation. So you can use that to offset your income. But that's, I think that's, I think for people that are in the syndication, it's also a good time for you guys to go out and reach out to more people so that you can raise more money to close your deal.
Thank you. Thank you, Calvin. All right, Colin, I don't know if he jumped off the hot seat. Is he in your room, Calvin?
He's at a pit stop right now.
Okay. All right. We'll come back to him later.
He left his F1 race car.
All right. All right. Judy Wang.
Oh, hi. So for last week, I had 2 mentee requests, and I talked to one of them.
Okay.
He EXP about a month ago, but he has reached out to his sponsors after he joined how to navigate through EXP and real estate and all the promises. Oh, I'll help you out everything, and end up just left the mentee alone. So I just, I mean, I heard that from many people actually. So, if you sponsor someone, even if you don't have time to get them, set up and everything, at least set them up with a mentor. So that to help them along in the business. So.
Yes, agree. And I had the same mistake too, where I see where, I didn't know that someone was supposed to be in the mentorship program. They got assigned to somebody, and we're trying to correct those things to make sure it's in our organization, because we have a lot of mentors in our group, and the mentors in our group actually need to collaborate with each other. So we need to know who has time to mentor new agents, right? Just like Lindar is a new agent in EXP, but not in the business, right? They're entrepreneurs already. They just need that guidance. So, whoever is plugged in, and maybe we started a group, so I could put in like, hey, who has time? And you gotta pair somebody up with the right culture, right? Time. Location as well, right? Some people want to meet in person. So if somebody's way out in Fort Worth and, somebody's out in, East Plano, it may not work. So things like that. So just have to find the right people. So that's something, as we grow our network, we need to make sure our mentorship program within our group is strong as well. Because that's another value prop, because we can show, here's our list of mentors. Please interview, because it's your choice to interview the right person that's mentoring. Your sponsor may not always be your mentor, right? But there are a lot of people who want to enjoy mentoring, right? It has that patience and has that guidance. I talked to Joel the other day. I asked him, like, hey, we need a 90-day kind of, besides the EXP stuff, we need a 90-day within We Partners. Like, what is it to be? What does it look like to be 90 days within We Partners and things like that? So having a binder, I would love to have a binder created when we meet new agents that come to our platform, whether it's residential, whether it's commercial. I can give them a binder like, hey, follow this. Here's, if you get lost or stuck, this is where you need to go. So I would love to create something, and if anyone has created that, please let me know, because let's combine this and create a startup guide. And Mason, if you have something like that or whatnot, and Tom's hopping in, he probably has something as well. We just need to collectively bring all this together and go from there. So thank you, Judy.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, Michael Pan. He's my birthday present. You joined as my FLA, my tier 1 on my birthday. So that's my birthday present. Appreciate it.
On Daniel's birthday, yes. So I think we're talking about wins, so that we'll use that as my win. Joined on last week, reached out to Daniel in the group, and just basically joined in the very next day. Hit the ground running, and has been very impressed with the operation with Daniel, Calvin, and Colin over there. Just man, busy all the time, having parties, but able to do everything. So very, very impressed. So yeah, that's me joining on what do you call it, Daniel?
Resi-mercial.
Resi-mercial, there you go.
Thank you.
Still looking for a place for the Gideon Tutoring Center, so I'm working on that. So if anybody knows a good space, 1500, I'm looking in West Plano for a Gideon Tutoring Center.
Thank you. And Michael's an entrepreneur. They own he's partnered up with a restaurant concept. He's also doing a Gideon Tutoring Center. So while doing real estate at the same time. And Michael actually reached out to me last week or the week before and just texted me. Just wanted to understand a little bit more. He's been seeing a lot of our social media posts and just wanted the conversation. So I texted him back, called him right away, just set up a meeting, and there you go. Right. And it's really, it wasn't a recruiting. It was just getting to know the platform, sharing what we're doing. And if it makes sense, he's an entrepreneur, he's a business owner. So he made that decision himself, and he's here. So I appreciate partnering up with us and being my birthday present. All right,
Happy late birthday, Daniel.
No problem. Thank you.
All right.
All right. We got Rashada. Are you able to speak?
I am able to speak. How are you guys doing this morning?
Share some wins.
Wins are I leased my daycare. I think I mentioned this. I'm not sure if I was on the last meeting, but I leased a second daycare to my client. She's going to be looking for other locations. My residential lease listing is still on the market. I am still looking for buyers. If you guys have any, it's at 439 Josephine, close to downtown, less than a mile from Deep Ellum and Baylor Medical. A super cute townhome. So looking to sell. It was under contract, unfortunately fell through because the buyer had to back out.
Yep.
I have my other client looking for another second gen restaurant. He has one in Irving. He's looking for a second location, as well as looking for a nightclub. So I'm looking for that in North Dallas mainly, but he'll go to Farmers Branch or Carrollton as well. Other residential, I have a listing coming up in Denison. So I'm going to put it as coming soon, but if you guys have anybody in Grayson County that needs a home, reach out to me. And if we can get something going before I put it on the market, that's even better.
All right.
And I'm just looking for other commercial clients to service, and that's all that's going on with me.
All right. Thank you, Rashada. Rashada, you've been very active and just really consistent. Another suggestion is maybe have a Hemingway's Haves and Wants. Maybe every week have all the list of the things that you have on the market and what you're looking for on one page. Then you could post that in all the different channels that you're looking for. Because,
I sure will.
And every week, if you have that, because if you have 5 or more things that you're doing and you're needing, you have that weekly post, then people see that like, oh, she is busy, she is helping clients, and these are have and wants. So maybe have that, and that just you could share that to our group as well. So we're like, okay, that's what you have going on. Then it's easier to think about, because right now we only have 24 people on our call. Right? How do you reach the masses? So that's a suggestion I have. Okay.
Will do. Thank you.
And then just put on Canva, so you can just use the same template over and over. And that's goes for everyone here too. So thank you.
Thank you.
No problem. All right, David.
Yes, hello everyone. So I really don't have much of wins at this point, I guess, considering talking about WordPress that was kicking my butt. And I joined EXP 2 weeks ago with the Kalama Group. So I was with EXP previously, a little over a year, about a year ago, and I joined, but I ended up being a lone wolf. And so I had put a deal under contract to sell a 75-unit apartment deal. And I was having to go at that pretty much with just my mentor, which, as you all know, Cliff Bogart, nothing negative to say, but he had ended up taking on having to teach. He had a lot of projects going on at the same time. And so I wasn't able to close that deal simply because it was, I was in a different state handling some business, and he was dealing with something else, and the owner was needing more of a presence. And so that owner was in Houston, Texas. So just to say all of that, after losing that deal, because it was an open-ended agreement, I decided to leave EXP and try to get more of a in-office hands-on experience. And so I ended up joining SVN, done commercial, and I'm a business owner as well. And so one of the things that kind of bumped heads was they was expecting some business income from my personal business. And so I decided that that wasn't a good fit. That was like 2 months later. But I said all that to say this: I come back to EXP commercial simply because of the Kalama's background and Daniel Ng and Calvin Wong. I met with them and they were able to give a lot of good information that I did not know about prior to leaving EXP. And so once joining, like I said, I'm 2 weeks in. I guess one of the things I can share since I've been a part of EXP this time is that I'm working with a business owner that I connected with last week. She's trying to sell her business. She's just at that retirement age, have had the business for like over 30 years. And so, and that's, she's in flex space and looking to lease that space out once I can help maneuver through selling this business. And so it's a cosmetic business. So if anyone has any leads on that, I'm meeting now with business brokers to try to see, who can help navigate that, because I don't know anything about selling businesses. And I was told that it's best to consult with a professional in that business. So, but that's what I'm tackling right now. So any advice would be great. Thank you.
Yeah, cosmetic business, share to the group exactly what they're doing, the location, and if you have the listing agreement already, then you're secured. You can share more. And if they own the property, so that you're going to be leasing it out to a new buyer or a new buyer that's buying the business.
Yes, so they are leasing, but I know that area pretty well.
Okay.
I know the people who are the biggest brokers in the system. I use CoStar data to gather that. So, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Just connect with Carlos, myself, and Calvin. Judy rats me on the call too, so she might have some connections. So I appreciate it. All right, Mason.
Hey, David, did you join the business brokering workplace groups?
No, so through EXP, it has a business brokering group.
Okay. Yeah, yes, in workplace. Make sure you join the business brokering workplace group.
Okay, because I started looking at the TABB, Texas Association of Business Brokers.
Yeah, you need to join that too as
join that too
association. But in workplace, there is a business brokeraging group. So all the business brokers within our company or people who are trying to get into that are in that group. So they have their monthly calls or weekly calls, so you can hop on. I know Brent Pennington has joined that group. He's getting his certification. I know Carlos Coloma and others are trying to get certified as well in EXP Commercial, because EXP Commercial is requiring us, even me, if I wanted to get certified in that aspect, because it's very different from commercial real estate. Business brokering is a separate animal in itself. So thank you. Mason, you pumped up for EXP? I shared your reel today.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Yeah, I was Wins this last week. I went camping with my son's classroom over the weekend. But that's a personal thing. For business wise, I had a listing go on the market last Wednesday, and I got my first offer yesterday, trying to see if I can get multiple offers on it. And then I had another listing, a condo that has been on the market for 3 weeks, and I finally got it under contract last week. So yeah, things are happening. Oh, and then excited for EXPCon. So I'm excited. I wanted to see the faces that's here so that I can recognize them when we're down in Vegas. And then I've got a few guests coming, so I'm excited. We can get the group getting bigger, network getting bigger. So
yes. All right, thank you, Mason. Ella, I know you created a Google Sheet for our EXP Gone guests. Can you also add a picture in that Google Sheet so we know who is who and everyone can connect with everyone as well for EXP Con? Just add a picture for that. Thank you. I just thought about that because we'll have a directory for our group so we can keep each other like where's everyone staying? Just try to organize all that. All right, we got Rain in Houston. Rain, are you able to share some wins? Are you driving?
No, I'm not driving. I just
Okay,
had
perfect.
had issue with my Zoom meeting, and
No
also
worries.
I didn't know you guys meet every morning and night, and I was just working out, trying to lose some weight.
No, that's all right. It's all right. Well,
But
share some wins.
yeah, hey everyone, I'm local in Houston, Texas, and being in real estate business for about 11 years or so. I do both commercial and residential. I do a little bit more commercial than residential, but I do residential. And I have a lot of stuff going on, a lot of things that I'm looking for. And I'm just really excited to meet with Daniel last time he was in Houston. And I was introduced by Josie Lean. And I really like the environment and also what I've heard during that event, about EXP. I think that's something because the background of mine is I didn't start it with any big companies. I didn't have that systematic trainings or, someone who can lead me, guide me. I kind of got into real estate by myself and learned everything by myself. And yeah, and like I've been telling everyone, my first deal ever was a commercial raw land deal. So I started a Raftway. So, but I after the event, Daniel was here. And after hearing everything Josie have told me, I think it's a really good thing, even though I've been in business for 11, 12 years, I feel like I need to learn something from scratch. I need to learn a system. I need
We're
someone.
always learning.
Yes. And I think, this EXP can provide me that kind of opportunity to learn from everyone, to learn from the trainings they provided and actually do it more systematically than just me, fighting the world. And yeah, I do. And also, I love how you guys share, what kind of project you have. I'm desperately sharing that with everyone that I know because there's a lot of people looking for. I'm more like 80%, 90% of a buyer's agent than a listing agent. I'm not really a big fan of listing. I just don't like it.
Yeah.
But once you're a buyer's agent, you have to go out and look for things, especially in commercial real estate. Sometimes, most of the times, the good deals come from the off market deals. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm still learning, and I'll love to share what I'm working on with you guys. But it's a long list. I won't bore you, but maybe I'll get with Daniel afterwards and see how
just
I
create that having once and send that list to us. Yeah.
Right. See, if there's anything to do like that.
Yeah. And if you do create it on Canva, you can always send the link here and everyone can pull it up. So those are things like when we're talking, if you don't want to share, so much, we only have a limited amount of time, welcome to share in the chat, right? We can always do that. So just be more efficient that way.
Thank you. Well,
thank you, Rain.
Nice to meet you guys. I'm in Houston. If there's anyone in Houston want to connect or anything, offline, let me know.
All right. Thank you, Ray. Appreciate it. I'll see you next week in EXPCon.
Oh yeah,
All right.
and I will message you afterwards and see how do I get the pass and everything. I'm still really confused, but I already got.
Oh, don't worry. I'm working on it this week. Today's my priority to get all those guest passes and all that stuff all situated. Thank you. All right, Judy Ratsamy.
Good morning, people. Happy Monday. I'm just blown and going, but a couple wins is that I just see everybody closing deals and they're needing some support. They're needing attorney referrals. They're needing, right now I'm helping somebody with a contract, put an amendment in. So yeah, that's all a win for me is just seeing people close deals. So, yep.
That's right.
Exciting.
Thank you. All right. Thank you, Judy. Aaron, are you able to speak?
Yeah, I can speak. Good morning, everybody. I'm driving right now, but I would say it's been a mindset thing. I think effort and progress are my two words that I'm using so far, being relatively new still. So I feel like I did, effort can't be questioned, right? Control what you can control. I do feel like I'm making progress. I found 2 new clients last week. One is looking for a church that can sit 1,000 people. So I don't know if anybody has any churches out there. And then one is looking for a 100-unit multifamily. So I'm looking for that as well. So just keeping, the main thing, and, trying to continue to educate myself.
Okay. Well, talk to Crescinda, talk to Yoshi in our group that's doing multifamily, David Fan and all them. You can double check with them, all the multifamily, Carlos Coloma as well. We're all here to, I think you just need to connect with people. And then even with David, you guys are both new. Maybe you guys can connect as well. So, all right. Thank you, Aaron.
Yeah, no
Just
problem.
keep at it. All right. We have the privilege to have our Tom Trong, our leader partner up in Boston. He has a big event this Friday. Anyone that wants to grow, you're welcome. It's going to be at his, is it your barn? He has a barn or something that he's going to have to host a retreat up there. So if you want to go to Boston, this is the time. So Tom, all yours.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Glad to be on here. Thank you for having me on. Let's see, wins. The wins was still coming in from Dallas. The follow-ups on Dallas. I think we helped Colin and a bunch of you guys bring on some agents as a result of that. I'm available to help you follow up with everybody from the Texas Dash, as well as help you bring in any other agents coming on and teams. We have the Boost program. If you don't know what the Boost program is, please make sure that you go into the workplace group, Agents Get Free. That's the group that I created for all of you guys. And look up the Boost. It's incentivizing independent brokerages to come over here financially, as well as for teams of 100 million in sales volume or more. I am busy with 3 different brokerages working on that now. The largest one is over 200. I repeat, 200 agents who's coming over. I'm so excited. We're about to move into our second call with corporate financially undress their brokerage to see how much of a check would right to pay one time. It's never been done before. We're going to financially to pay them to bring their broker. We have an agent who joined in New York. He's coming to my Friday event, September 29th. Let me share my screen here and show you guys what these things are all about. It is still not too late for you guys to come and join us here in Massachusetts. If you decide to join here in Massachusetts, this is the event here. Do you guys see this? Agents Get Free, Boot Camp, Revenue Share. Yeah,
yes,
everyone
yes.
see this? Okay. All you have to do is get your plane ticket. If you guys come on, I'll waive the $99. Well, it's $199 ticket now. All right, and we will sell out. I'll waive the ticket for you. Just get your plane ticket. Get here. If you need a place to stay, I have 2 more rooms in my Airbnb that you can stay for free at, or you can get a hotel room right next door. I have an agent. Finally, Daniel and everybody on the call. Finally, another win for me. After almost 5 years and 9 months, I finally found the one person who's growing faster than me in my organization. Faster than me. He's up in New York. He's on my tier 5. And he's going to be speaking at this event. He's been on with us for less than 4 months. He's personally brought on 11 frontline agents, and he's helped those 11 frontline agents bring in another 9 agents on his tier 2 and tier 3. Because of the Accelerate program, if you don't know what Accelerate is, look in Agents Get Free. Look in this website right here, the one that I just showed you, Agents Get Free, and you will learn about Accelerate. because he's joined after March 1st in 2023, we waive the floor qualifying requirements where you can get paid on your tier 2 without having 5 qualifiers, where you can get paid on your tier 3 without having 10 qualifiers. So he's getting paid on all 3 levels without qualifying. This kid is fired up. I hope he's going to bypass me and reach over 1,200 agents faster than I've ever gone. He'll be here training along with others. We've got Brett Gove speaking. We've got Jason Guessing coming to my house to speak. And we got a bunch of other rock stars. I'm excited about EXP convention, right? I know you guys have your own Facebook Messenger group. Daniel and a bunch of you are part of the WhatsApp group. If you guys want to share the WhatsApp group, I will have a private meeting at my suite, at my VIP suite. And I promise you, we're going to deliver again with speakers, alphas, icons, agents who's going to fire you guys up at convention, okay, in Vegas. So make sure you follow that group because I'm not posting it anywhere else other than the private group not to spam everybody. I'm going to ARIA National Convention in Chicago. So if you guys want to go to Chicago and join us in ARIA, I'll be there as well. If you have agents who's not with EXP or even agents with EXP, I'll be there to help you attract them as well. In between, I'm going to head to Paris and Barcelona. So I'll be away for almost 3 straight weeks, guys. This is the beauty of building revenue share and having personal freedom, financial freedom, and location freedom, where you don't have to be tied down, strapped to a desk, strapped to a local market to have income coming in. For those who have 5 or more frontline agents, we have the Wednesday Power Hour. There are agents who are showing up at the Power Hour Agent Attraction Training Group every Wednesday. That's also an Agents Get Free, who are now crushing it because we are giving them training, special training that they need to continue to build revenue shares. So know about that. Later today, right after this call, in an hour or so, I do my residential coaching calls. Me and other folks here, leaders, do this residential coaching call. Let me let me share this with you here. So did you guys know that every Monday at 11 a.m. Central, and I do a residential coaching call. Do you guys know that? Who knows that? These are the recurring events right here, folks. So I know a lot of you guys are commercial, and you say, well, we don't have any residential coaching. Well, guess what? There it is. Dick Lee, Calvin Lau, Brian Allenby, Gloria Seppin, Mia Sotis, me, and others coach residential agents every Monday at 11 Central. Today we have 2 guest speakers. You don't want to miss that. And then did you know that Keith Andrews runs a commercial crowd coaching call every Monday? That's at 1 p.m. Central. So you guys are more than welcome to join that. And then we run the builders training for people who have 5 or more frontline, leaders for 10 or more frontline, betas, and so on and so forth. Man, I am so fired up about EXP and everything that's available. If you aren't making the income that you want to make, look at yourself in the mirror and then look at all the systems that's available. Because if you fail, it's up. It's not because of the system. It's not because we haven't poured into you. It's because you haven't decided to drink the water, even though we've led you to it. Daniel, that's it, man. I'm done. David Bolden, I love your story. Welcome back. Welcome home to EXP. I hope you guys were paying attention when David spoke. He was with EXP. He left EXP, if I think I heard him right, because there was lack of support. There was lack of collaboration. Maybe he wasn't plugged into all the training that I just rattled off in the last 6 minutes. Maybe his sponsor never told them about it, even though his sponsor might have heard about it. They don't pay attention. So they don't tell the people in the organization to show up because they think it doesn't apply to them. So it doesn't apply to the agents that they recruit. These calls are so valuable. You should be paying attention to everyone who's speaking because it's not about you. It's not about me, Tom Trong. It's about the people who you are responsible for if you're recruiting into the organization and how you can provide tools and training and support to them. Got it? Right? David Bolden left because he didn't feel a sense of culture. He didn't feel a sense of connection. And luckily, he found us and we found him, so we come back home to EXP. 60,000 agents have left the real estate business in the last quarter, according to the National Association of Realtors. Okay. I'll show you one more slide. If you think you've had a good year, a good 2 years, think about this slide. Do you guys see this? In 2020, I hear people say, I had a great year in 2020, and then I had an awesome year in 2021, and they're pounding their chest, and they're saying, man, was I so good? Well, guess what? Yeah, you were good, but all tides lift all ships, right? Rising tide lifts all ships. If you've been in the business for the last 2 years, in 2022, you felt a little bit of a pain. And if you're still in business today, you're going to feel a lot of pain. And there's stories about 2024 getting worse. So question for us is, what are we doing to empower ourselves to crush the real estate business, to capture the market share that those agents are quitting on? I love that agents are quitting the business, because that allows us to take advantage of the spheres of influence that they left behind, the marketplaces that they no longer service, for us to capture. I'm fired up about the future, guys. I hope to see you at EXPCon and ARIA and all around. Thank you, Daniel.
Thank you, Tom. I appreciate you leading us. Yes. So make sure you go to that website, agentsgetfree.com. That's our resource website that Tom and his organization has created. All the events are there. Stay plugged in. And, if you have any questions, please let us know. But the main thing is we have great support from Tom Trong, from Jim Wong. Another thing I want to announce is Jim Wong is creating a commercial real estate training program with other leaders in his organization that are going to be helping people, not just in his organization. It'll be open to all agents from all over the country. He really wants to create a platform for us, for a lot of the newer agents. We've been on calls for the past 3 weeks privately within the organization, just sharing how can we go about this and who's going to be training on what. And main thing is how to keep each other accountable. Not everyone's fit to be in commercial real estate. And within corporate, right? EXP corporate, they can't like let people go, right? But within your organization, like, hey, if you're not cut to be in 6 months, you're not doing the calls, you're not, not just dialing, right? There's a lot of things that need to be set in place, and this is going to be a good avenue for it. So stay tuned.
Hey Daniel, if you like, I can share the new program, because Jim and I are talking intensely about this. Before we do that, Charles, did you have your microphone unmuted? Do you have a question, Charles Swanberg?
Oh, why did I raise my hand by mistake?
No. You unmuted your mic. That's all. Okay. Never mind.
No. Sorry. Yeah. No, just great stuff. Tom's right about, maybe sometimes not being included in the group. I don't know how many people come to me asking for mentorship, and I go, well, who's your sponsor? And they could barely describe the person. Maybe they were good at recruiting. I think most of that has kind of settled down, the frenzy of recruiting, just to recruit, I think is over. And you've got now people that care about their team. But I think that's the key, is to, even if you do get a sponsor, maybe you're rewarding them with the fact that they, hammered you every week, join EXP. And you're all right, I'm going to join because you called me 100 times. But maybe I should have joined a team that had a bit more strategic alliance. You just can't go back sometimes, and you got to find your way, and it's tough. But it's a great story that we heard earlier. David, that's a classic. I've heard that several times. Just got to keep it running.
Yep. And we're entrepreneurs, so take it upon yourself. If like I said, if your sponsor is not there or whatever, hey, it's on you, right? So you
got to figure it out. You just can't sit there and go, help me. You gotta seek it out.
Yeah, and it's no complaint. So I mean, I've been having to pedal to the metal ever since, and I mean, no, I'm not complaining to anyone else. It's just me, in the unknown, and so.
Oh yeah. And don't be afraid to drink out of that fire hose.
That's right. And by the way, the website Agents Get Free is hard to follow because you can't really follow a website. But we have a WhatsApp group called Agents Get Free. And you can definitely go to Workplace, join that group and follow that group. Because if you follow that group or follow me every time I post something, believe me, I hate spam. When I see spam in my groups, I call the people out. I say, please stop spamming. We don't need chit chatter when there's 300 people following, right? So I never spam. I try to stay away from it because I respect all of your time. But if you follow the Agents Get Free Workplace group, you'll get really awesome notification, not just for you, but for your entire growing organization. That's the way you have to think about it, because the biggest promoters are the biggest builders. So, Danny, you want me to go run through the the 5 things that the Acceler program that Jim Huang is about to roll out? You guys are hearing it first time right here.
Yes,
Take
go ahead.
1 minute. Ready?
Yep, go ahead.
We all know the commercial is tough, extremely tough. On the residential side, 86% of agents fail in the first 2 years of getting their license to practice residential. In the commercial world, it's like 86% fail in the first 6 months. If you belong to any of those groups, the Marcus Miller chaps, all of them, when you join them, they make you make $200 a day. If you can't make 200 phone calls a day, they fire you in 3 months, 4 months, 6 months. They say, get out of here. You're not cut out for commercial, right? And so we recognize that. So Jim and the leaders, and if you're a leader here and you're a mentor, a commercial mentor, and this resonates with you, make sure you message Daniel and message me, and we'll add you to the leadership team for this accelerator program powered by the organization. This is Jim Huang's organization. He can't take credit for it because we're live. Can we stop the live stream? Can we stop?